Hi, Brian, Jeremy, and the whole youth sports community. It's Ian from iSport 360 here. This morning, I heard Bye Bye Miss American Pie by Don McLean, and it made me think, will we let coronavirus crush our youth sports spirit? And is this the day the music died? When I think about American Pie, I think of kids and sports, families and weekends at the ball fields. I think of pump-up songs in the car ride to our games and ice cream with our kids afterward. I think of the smells of spring, the beginning of tournament season, and the sound of teammates cheering each other on. It's the fabric of our culture. And I can't lie, this suspension of youth sports in our country, which I never would have imagined in a million years, it feels a bit like the day the music died. But maybe this dark cloud has a silver lining. There's definitely bad news on our doorstep. Certainly, COVID-19 is a setback for our young athletes and for us, their parents and their coaches. 45 million kids count on their sports team for fun, for friendship, for physical activity, for competition and skill development. But does it all have to end because our kids' games and practices have been canceled? Especially in this age of technology and interconnectedness. Can't the show still go on? Perhaps this crisis is a test of the leadership, the perseverance, and mental toughness of our kids and what they've learned in youth sports. Fortunately, moss grows fat on a rolling stone, and the first glimmer of hope for me occurred last weekend. Although games and practices were canceled, I saw more kids riding their bikes in my neighborhood than ever before. I saw kids at the community basketball court shooting baskets, of course maintaining their social distance. But I saw kids hanging out in the park, not based on their birth year or their skill level, but just hanging out like kids used to do. I also observed parents and kids kicking a soccer ball around in their yard. It's such a rare sight when parents are usually at work and kids are typically overscheduled. So the marching band refused to yield, and we all talk about empowering our kids to lead their own sports experience. Well, here's their chance. Without the structure of their sports teams and their coaches and their trainers, kids are coming up with their own innovative ways to stay in shape and build their skills and stay connected with their teammates. I was delighted to see my teenager going for a jog with her younger sister, leading a yoga session with her mom, and putting together her own workout routine. I love seeing kids on Instagram sharing their skill workouts with each other. And in their spare time, my daughter's soccer team is now putting together greeting cards for elderly residents at a local assisted living facility. This is leadership. This is perseverance. This is mental toughness that young athletes have spent their whole childhood honing. So Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Without a doubt, the weeks and months to come will be unprecedented. Mental challenges, social challenges, educational challenges, no games in our neighborhoods and no professional sports on TV. But let's find opportunity in our young athletes' freedom, independence, initiative, and spontaneity. Let's nurture their leadership and their mental toughness, even though they're not at practices and games. And my friends, let's stay safe and be well.